Welcome to today's lecture in Introduction to Agricultural Commodities. In this session, we'll dive into the fascinating world of agricultural commodities, exploring their significance, market dynamics, and crucial role in shaping global economies. From grains to livestock and beyond, these commodities are not just products. They are essential components of our daily lives and future sustainability. So join me as we unravel the complexities, discover the opportunities, and understand how these commodities drive innovations and growth in agriculture. Whether you're a student, a professional, or simply curious about the backbone of our food system, this lecture promises insights that are both enlightening and indispensable. Let's embark this journey together and learn how we can cultivate tomorrow's harvest today. Warm greetings to everyone and welcome to our lecture presentation about Introduction to Agricultural Commodities. My name is Michael Victor Gonzalez from West Visayas State University College of Agriculture and Forestry. So let's begin our lecture proper. So, growing tomorrow's harvest today means investing in sustainable agricultural practices, understanding the value of our agricultural commodities, and preparing for a future where food security and economic prosperity go hand in hand. And understanding the agricultural commodities are the lifeblood of our global food system, encompassing our crops, our livestock, and forestry products, which are essential for our daily living. So, their significance lies not only in their economic value, but also in their role in sustaining communities and nurturing the environment. Okay? Agricultural commodities, these are the raw materials or the primary products derived from agriculture that can be traded in the market. So they include our crops, our livestock, and forestry products. What is the significance of our commodities? They are fundamental to the economy, providing food in our table, our raw materials like our lumber for industrial, and contributing to trade and employment. So this is how significant our agricultural commodity. So what are the characteristics of agricultural commodities? First, it's perishability. Many agricultural commodities such as fruits, vegetables, and dairy products are perishable and need a proper handling and storage to prevent spoilage. Example here is our mangoes in the Philippines, which are highly perishable and require a efficient supply chain management to reach the international markets. Next is its seasonality. Agricultural products is often a seasonal depending on climatic conditions which affects the supply and prices. So for example, here is our rice planting and harvesting seasons in the Philippines, which influence the market prices and its availability. Next is the uniformity and grading. Commodities are graded based on quality to ensure uniformity and standardization in the market. So this grading helps in pricing and in trading. So for example, our coconut products from the Philippines are graded based on size, on their quality that affects their market value. Then, price volatility. Prices of agricultural commodities can be highly volatile due to factors like weather conditions, pest outbreaks, and changes in global demand. So the price is increasing, then fluctuating. So it's really a volatile price. So, for example, our palm oil, which is a major commodity in Indonesia and Malaysia, fluctuates based on global demand and according to their production levels. So if we look at in the economic perspective, the law of supply and demand. Okay, the commodity market. What is the commodity market? The commodity market is where our agricultural commodities are brought and sold. It includes both physical market and also the future markets. Here is the example in Davao City. We have a Davao City market for a physical trading of fruits and vegetables. So another one is the future markets. In the future markets, we do have a what call a contracts that are made to buy or to sell commodities at a future date at a predetermined price. This helps in hedging against price volatility. So here, an example, the Tokyo Commodity Exchange, where agricultural futures like rubbers and rice are traded. So when you go there, you cannot see any uh, raw products. So that's the what we call future market. They are trading um, in the future dates at a what we call predetermined price. Next is the spot market. The spot market involves a immediate delivery and payment for commodities. Prices are determined by current supply and demand. So example, the spot market for our rice in Manila, where price fluctuates based on immediate supply and demand conditions. Then we have a basis grade. So the basis grade is a standard quality levels for our commodities used as a reference to point in trading. Okay, so it helps in establishing a market norms and pricing consistency. So, example, the basis grade for our Philippine coffee beans, which defines the standard quality parameters such as its size, the color, and also its moisture content. Its application. Basis grades ensure that commodities meet a specific quality standards, facilitating fair trade practices. For example, the basis grade in the sugar industry in Thailand, where quality parameters are defined in standardized market prices. So, what are the examples of agricultural commodities in the Philippines? So, first, our rice, a staple food in the Philippines and much of Asia. The country imports and exports rice, with production being highly seasonal. Okay, so since it is seasonal, there will be times that the country, for example, in the Philippines, especially in off season, where there will be some shortage of rice. That is why there will be times that our country are exporting or importing rice so that it will support the demand of this commodity. Okay, so for example, in Nueva Ecija, province of the Philippines, is a major rice producing. Next is our coconut. The Philippines is one of the world's largest producers of coconut, used for various products like oil, milk, and desiccated coconut. Example, in the Bicol regions in the Philippines, is known for its extensive coconut plantation. Then bananas, a significant export commodity for the Philippines, particularly to markets like Japan and China. So in Davao region is a leading producers of export quality bananas. Then our rubber, widely produced in countries like Thailand and Indonesia. Rubber is a crucial agricultural commodity for the automotive and manufacturing industries. In southern Thailand is known for its large rubber plantation. Then the palm oil, a major agricultural commodity in Malaysia and Indonesia, used in food products, cosmetics, and biofuels. So in the Sumatra region in Indonesia is a key area for palm oil production. Okay, so thank you for your time and for listening to our lecture about agricultural commodities. Okay, so I will be uploading another video lectures related to this topic. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again on our next lesson.